Welcome back to Saints Row the Third. Okay, so, last time we took care of the Deckers. Matt Miller got to walk away alive, and with him done, it's time to clean up. Okay, and there we go. That's all the collectibles. That's money, that's drugs, that's sex dolls, and that's even photo ops. We're done with all that stuff. I'm not going after 100%, but at least nothing will show up on the map anymore. And with that, it's time for us to relax. Wait, who's this nerd?
You don't know me, but I'm your biggest fan, and I use your help. Can you know Smiling Jack Diner? Meet me there, and I'll explain everything.
Okay, well... certainly that's not somebody planning on killing us. They typically sound more confident. Alright, so... let's return to Smiling Jack's, the place for people who are just bad at socializing, apparently.
It was a dark and stormy night. The heavens wept as I defiled Mother Nature.
Johnny, we're about to jump!
Right on. I'll see you in still.
Johnny?
They failed you, Johnny. But I never will. I'm your #1 fan. For months, I've been collecting shit. Cave shit. Sunglasses. Old chewed up gum. greasy comb. I thought I had had enough things that he touched. I was wrong.
Johnny?
Aisha. Hold up. You cloned Gat?
Yeah.
Alright, so where's...
I'm getting to that part.
Where's Shobo?
This is so fucking awesome! Wait, where are you guys going?
We are going to find our friend.
Yeah, let's do this!
Sit the fuck down, Jimmy. Leave this to the professionals.
Can you at least give me an autograph?
Alright, so I do kind of like the setup for this one.
And so, our adventure begins.
You have any idea where to start?
If Johnny's pissed, he'll want a gun. Try friendly fire.
Everything this town has to offer, and that would be his first thought.
He's in a strange place and unarmed. Hell, it was my first thought here.
Yeah, but you knew we had to take on the Cinder. A clone of Gat ain't gonna know that.
His brain's scrambled. Sounds like he wants to make someone pay for Aisha's death.
Shit, good point. Doubt he's here. A pissed off clone of Johnny will be causing more problems. Try the next one.
Indeed, their friend had not been till the purveyor of weapons close by. But perhaps the next merchant would prove more enlightening.
It's going for a bit of a horror movie vibe. We've got Jimmy doing narration. We've got this rainy night, which definitely looks pretty good. I'm glad they just set the weather to be exactly this for this mission. It really does work. It's not like actually scary or anything, but damn if it doesn't feel like it's just a really moody setup to this whole thing.
Morningstar? Think they're after Johnny too?
I plan on asking him.
Seeing our heroes approach, foot soldiers of the notorious Morningstar Gang rain down a hail of bullets. Realizing the presence of these henchmen must hold a clue to the whereabouts of their friend. Keeping one alive was the only avenue for answers.
Better leave one alive if we're gonna figure out what's up.
You sure do have a way with words, Pierce. Thank you. Alright, you. You don't die yet.
What the hell do you want? Want to keep breathing? You'll tell me what the Morningstar was doing here.
As long as you don't give me to that brute. He attacked some of our guys nearby, so we were tracking him down. Now, can I go?
We better find Gat before these guys do.
The Saints realized they had no idea where to continue the search. But then...
I've been listening to the police radio and there's something happening and technically illegal. They say it involves some big monster. I'll bet.
Right, we got it. Police were called to the strip club.
Shit, that sounds like Johnny.
Right, so... Jimmy Torbitson actually has a voice that we've heard from somebody else in this game. He is voiced by the same person who voices Matt Miller, Yuri Lowenthal, which is very good. So yeah, definitely had to drop that there because, I mean, look, the man gets a lot of work, he does have decent range. He can play a pathetic nerd and a smug nerd. He can do both. That takes talent. Usually people only have one nerd or another.
Listening to the stage-like advice of their intelligent and trusted friend, we raced over to the local strip joint, ready to deal with a full police investigation. But when they arrived...
Apparently didn't like the signage for this place.
Where's all the police?
And where's Johnny?
Damn. Would you look at this mess?
I already called the police. Look at what you saints did to my club.
Hold up, man. We didn't have nothing to do with it.
What happened here? Where did he go?
Jesus! That big guy came in screaming his name and something about stripper poles and then started trashing the place. People panicked and he ran off.
At that moment, little did they know the building was being surrounded.
Not in this base. We have the building surrounded.
But our heroes didn't have time to panic.
Man, we in deep shit here.
Oh, come on, it's just cops. We've dealt with cops before.
What do you want, Jimmy? We're under attack here.
I know. I heard on the police scanner they have you trapped inside. I have a way to track gas. Just wait there.
Wait, don't... Shit, now we're waiting here for the kid.
Target is in hiding. Proceed with caution.
And so it was. The Saints began their stand at Technical Legal. Determined to stay alive long enough to be saved from the police by their daring ally, they opened fire on the hordes of enemies bearing down on them. The danger was extreme, but they found the courage to endure. Never once did they lose faith in their friend.
That kid ain't coming. Oh shit, they called in the SWAT teams.
Oh, whatever. Look, as long as it's not Stag, we're good. And you can play this, like, pretty much from the beginning of the game. Almost. So, like, Stag can't be involved. Because theoretically you could play this before Stag even exists. Game's just lucky that we're technically not post-Morningstar exactly. They're still around somehow. They just have no operations whatsoever.
The relentless onslaught of law enforcement. All hope was beginning to fade. But then, at the darkest hour, a light shone through the gun smoke, and hope was restored. The hero of the day arrived, unafraid and ready for action.
Hurry up and get out here! These guys are everywhere!
Come on, hurry! We need to get out of here!
You couldn't have jacked something better than this?
This is my mom's car! I'll have you know it's very reliable.
That explains so much.
I can track down on my device here. Just keep us safe, all right? Having arrived just in time to save the Saints from certain death, the three set out on a chase through the metropolis of Steelport in search of their clone friend. Amazed by the device built for such a purpose, they asked for an explanation on how it worked. So you see, with the DNA from the cat clone programmed into this bioscanner, I can look for traces of...
Just say it works and leave it again.
He's faster than I had anticipated.
Alright, so, this mission took me a few attempts, and, you'll probably notice something in a moment. So yeah, normally I restart missions from the beginning if I fail. And I did here, the first few times, because this is actually kind of a difficult protection section. It goes on for a while. And you, as always, need to be careful about blowing things up when they're too close to you, because that damages your car too. So I did have a few attempts at this, just, you know, starting from the beginning over and over again. The problem is, while it's a good setup for this mission, it does get kind of boring. And I was definitely a little bit impatient after seeing this, like, 2 or 3 times. But then came the attempt where the AI tried to drive through a narrow alley. And at that point, it simply could not, and everything caught up to me. So either I got shot to death, or I had to just sit there and blow myself up with my own rockets because everything was too goddamn close. So, yeah, I was pretty much screwed, and that was the point at which I said, fuck it, I'll just edit this. I'll just do like a fade cut or something, but there was no good point to do that. And of course, the Zemos actually changes color It's not a set thing, so if you return to a checkpoint, he'll just come in whatever version of the Zemos the game feels like spawning.
There's another roadblock ahead! We have to get through it!
These guys seem to be more worried about us than the giant guy.
I was just annoyed at this point. I think overall this is a fine DLC. I think I probably would have had a little more fun with it if I wasn't recording it, because then I could have just restarted from checkpoint without it meaning anything. Like, it could just be a thing I do. It would have been fine. Would have just shrugged and moved on, but... now, yeah, just having to deal with the magical color-changing car is a bit annoying. And really, it's mostly just because the game fucked up. I think around here somewhere. But yeah, like, I will take my own fuck-ups, that's fine. If I make a mistake, then I can just, you know, keep going. But between this and the boat mission, where the game kept freezing, there have just been points where I've not been that happy with the game. Of course, with the boat mission, I couldn't just restart from a checkpoint because that was a freeze. At least here, it wasn't the game just crashing. But it's still an annoying thing that happened. But yeah, I wouldn't also say that this DLC is particularly difficult. Like, this is definitely a tricky section, but the first time or so, I wasn't being careful enough, so it was definitely on me. I'm not gonna argue with that. It's just when the game fucked up, I just... I just said fuck it and continued.
Despite all the obstacles the police put in our way, we contained our computers. Gaining on our target, it was Gat himself who found a way to keep us from reaching him.
Holy shit! Get taking down helicopter!
Captain Vargas! We're gonna lose him!
So we're just giving up?
Don't worry, I have a backup plan. Trust me.
I don't. Alright, there we go. Mission 1, Weird Science. I always appreciate a good use of Weird Science as a title. Good song. Apparently also a movie, who would have guessed? But good song mostly. Good on you, Oingo Boingo, you did good there, you did good. Anyway though, next mission.
Guys, I know how to stop Johnny! We just have to get him calm first, and then we can talk to him. I have the perfect way to do it. Come to my house! You're gonna love this, I just know it!
You say a lot of things, Jimmy, but that doesn't make them true. Alright, so apparently this was his house all along.
Calling my allies to arms.
And now we're back
connecting
in
with
the
the
spooky
solution to
version.
our problem.
Okay, what the hell is that?
A mobile stage! Hop in! I'll explain along the way to Planet Saints!
And this is supposed to help us how?
Pierce is a singer. If he sings Aisha songs, we can calm the savage beast within Johnny, giving us a chance to reason with him.
You gotta be kidding. And why are we going to Planet Saints?
Today is Fan Appreciation Day at all those locations. Gat may turn up looking to reconnect with the Saints. Only problem is the crowd.
What about them?
We'll have to keep them from spooking him. Take this B-gun, my own genius creation. It should be able to hold off any crazed fans without killing them.
Jimmy, this is a bee gun. You know what? Fine. I'll try it.
Jimmy, this is the best thing you've ever done. Never talk to me, but also, I will take your B-gun. Right, so, yeah, we've got Pierce dressed up like Aisha. I'm glad nobody actually draws attention to that, it's just... Yep, nope, we're a beekeeper, he's dressed up as Aisha. We're just rolling with this. The only thing that's weird about the situation is what he's done with this car. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a good Blues Brothers reference, but come on, Jimmy, this is really not the time or place for this sort of thing. And on top of that, you really had to go with a criminal? Come on, there are cop cars everywhere. They're like the most stealable car in the city. Alright, here we are.
Here we are,
time to serenade Gat.
Man, I hate you right now.
Alright, so... Hey, this feels kind of familiar. Except, you know, back in the good old days, I was throwing people around into things. Here, I guess I'm just going to shoot them with bees.
Baby, and the way you move, and it on the floor, with what you're doing, and work it some more. Wrong with having a little fun and pumping, like my checks did back in the day. Before I got this paper, before I got paid, you know, and in some way we can bounce like my checks did back in the day. Bounce like my checks did back in the day. Before I got this paper, before I got paid, you know, make this dream of thinking in some way we can bounce like my checks did back in the day. Roll it, shake it like that. Roll it around and make it clap. Bounce with it, shake with it, stretch like that. Yeah. Turn around and make it clap. Oh. You know, you want it looking for some practice, or you're looking for some hoes. You know, from the get-go, have a good time, some good wine. It's fine, that's like my checks did back in the day. Oh, I got this paper before I got paid, you know. The dream of thinking in some way you can bounce like my checks did.
I hear him! He wants to get the other planet safe! We have to hurry!
Let's get moving, Pierce.
The excitement of the crowd and the realization they will finally find their friend put the group in high spirits. Pierce's singing would work, just as the invention by yours truly had kept the fans at bay. With the strength of their leader guiding them all, there was nothing to fear. As they drove, they thought of all the good they will accomplish together.
Alright, so yeah, we've got part 1 of this, and you know, I didn't even realize we were timed on this. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but in terms of difficulty, you don't have to worry about that. I fucked up a turn, and I still did not notice that we were timed on this whole thing. It simply did not occur to me. Well, there's his handiwork up here, so we know he's around, but...
Nearing their destination, the Saints knew this was their lost friend, and were happy to see him alive and well.
What the fuck did you do to Gat?
Holy shit, Jimmy.
Remember the plan! Get him calm before getting near him!
I think that's on you, Pierce.
Alright, wave your hands. Girl, you know that kind of move. Get on the floor. What you doing? Like you some more. What's wrong with and a little fun in and bouncing. Bounce like my checks did back in the day. Before I got this paper, before I got paid, you know I always need something in some way. And get bounce like my checks did back in the day. Bounce like my checks did back in the day. Before I got this paper, before I got paid, you know I'm the dream of thinking in some way. You can bounce like my checks did back in the day. Roll it, shake it like that, shake it like that, shake it like that. Roll it around and make it clap. Come on, ladies.
It's working!
Bounce
Keep
with the shoulders, shake
singing!
it like that. Girl, come around and make it clap. Yeah. You really want it, boy.
He's coming down!
Looking for some hoes, 'cause I let you know from the get-go. And have a good time, sipping on some good wine. We got a problem, boss. Helicopter coming in.
No! Here! Get those things down before they hurt Gat!
You had this on you? Fuck it, just forget I asked.
I think I've mentioned this before, but Arif Kinchin, Pierce's voice actor, is like an actually trained singer. He does know what he's doing. He knows how to sing. So he's definitely the type of person who actually does pretty well at, like, quote-unquote bad singing. I think Pierce is, like, fine. He just sounds very ordinary. But, like, Arif actually, you know, being knowledgeable about how to sing can do that sort of thing in such a way where it's endearing and not grating. Because if most people are told, hey, sing badly, they do it, but, like, not in a way that's fun or good. Anyway, though, let me just turn over here and, oh, weird.
On the hunt once again to save our friend. We knew the faster we reached him, the better chance we had of keeping him alive. We had to keep our wits about us to make this work.
There he is!
You're going to kill him!
Yeah, let's prevent that from happening. But, yeah, this is another one where the game just kind of annoyed me, and so I just said, fuck it, I don't want to restart this.
It's alright, Johnny. I'm here.
Fuck! Start singing! I know it'll work!
I really hate you both right now!
The bees will work on Gat, right?
I think so.
I hope so. If they don't, Pierce is in trouble.
Right, so, if the Johnny clone pushes that car into the lake, then you just lose automatically.
But try as we might, the rage inside the tormented man could not be subdued with mere bees. Oh, this isn't working! Hold on! I have a secret weapon! This is guaranteed to work! It would take something more powerful. The most powerful feeling of all. Love.
You did it! You fucking did it!
She was his one true love! I couldn't let him live without her!
Pierce, it's actually working!
I told you!
Kid, you got lucky here.
Soon we can take them both home!
Wait, you hear that sound?
I should have known then. It was the sound of doom on our doorstep. Aisha! No!
What now?
Now we gotta find something bigger to stop Gat. He was hard to control when he wasn't a rampaging clone.
Lucky for them, I had just the thing.
Is it those two guys? I'm guessing it's not those two guys. Well, we'll find out what Jimmy's secret weapon is in the next mission. Alright, well, she was killed, but she's fine. You can summon Aisha. Okay, I don't really care about that, though. What about the B-gun game? Give me the B-gun. Alright, oh hey, I can summon somebody with a VTOL? Cool. Hell yeah. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay, well, with that, let's skip ahead. Let's save the game off screen, and then begin this mission.
Look, I know this hasn't gone as smoothly as I said it would, but I know we can bring Gat back around. Come to my place, and give me one more chance. You won't regret it!
I've regretted every moment I've had to spend with you, Jimmy. Yes, even the moments where I had a B-gun. But whatever, we need to get Johnny out of control. We should not let Brute Johnny insult the legacy of our friend. So, what are we doing?
Guys! Jesus!
What the hell happened?
Well, Johnny found his way back here and he took Pierce.
That I vaguely remember. I mean, to me, what happened to me?
Oh, that! You're feeling the effects of my irradiated Saint's Flow.
Fucking what?
While you were out, I gave you Saint's Flow I irradiated with my homemade particle accelerator. I intended to drink it myself, but seeing as I owed you for all this trouble, I figured you could use it.
Is this killing me? I feel so So amazing! Like, really great!
It should increase your speed, your strength, allow you to throw fireballs, make you impervious to harm and other unknown side effects. My very own superhero concoction. Now you're ready to go after done.
You're not kidding for once.
I'm hearing roars in the distance. Triangulating the source, and I've got it. Sending you the location now.
Taking off like a god, treading among mere mortals. The leader of the Saints set out to find their two trusted lieutenants. Meanwhile, their closest friend, Jimmy Torbitson, scours the information highway for news on...
Jimmy, you worry me. Like, seriously worry me.
What do you mean? How are you talking to me?
Because really, you're not even a friend, much less a close one.
Oh my god, you have telepathic powers! You can hear my thoughts!
Hold on, I'm in your head? Get me out of here quick before I see... Ah, shit, it's too late. Jimmy, use the damn phone.
Yeah, I can talk on the phone while doing this, it's fine. Right, so fun fact, you can't actually die here. Thankfully I could actually just restart this mission without any effort. So, you know, I didn't have a situation like I did in the other missions, where I had to have kind of a clunky edit. But that being said, he said you're impervious to harm. I kind of zoomed off a cliff, and apparently, it didn't even look like a huge cliff. I don't think that fall would have killed me normally, but it did. I don't know why that happened, but it did, so shrug.
I'm here, but no gas. There's military everywhere!
You're right. Can't use speakers to play that roaring sound, hoping to lure in the Saints out. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I should have seen this coming.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Just find Gat already.
It's fine. I can do a Hadouken in real life now. So anyway, yeah, here's your reward for getting through this mission line. It is... you get to have superpowers for a little bit. Now, apparently you can actually repeat these missions, which was incredibly confusing to me when it happened.
Determined to make up for your mistake, Jimmy Torbitson searched the airwaves for any sign of the lost Johnny Gat.
Finding my foot up your ass if you don't stop with the monologues.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Admittedly, though, I kind of wanted the mission off the list, you know, for the sake of less clutter. But I guess I can also understand why they said, hey, you can play these missions again. You do have to start from the beginning, so overall, it is for the best if you just make a save before this mission, if you want to play it again. Otherwise, you have to play 2 other missions, and again, those ones were fine. I'm a little annoyed with them for LPing reasons, but honestly, there's nothing really wrong with the missions themselves, but this is the standout mission, by far.
There they are! Release the brutes!
I'm not surprised.
Also, while we are impervious, we are not invincible. We are taking damage, just not much at all.
Oh no! I've analyzed the sound from that second planet Saints, and I think it's another trap!
Way to catch up with the times, Jimmy.
On the bright side, I get free target practice. And you know, I'm not gonna say no to that. And yeah, this is pretty much the most brutes you'll ever see at one time without dying immediately afterwards. Like, if I saw this many in a Professor Genki mission, it would be over for me. I'd be dead. But yeah, you can just sweep them up with this. Unfortunately, this is not something you can just actively proc in the game itself. It's not one of the rewards. I mean, I get why. Though I do also have to wonder if there's a mod to just, like, activate this.
Pierce, tell me you're alright!
Boss, yeah, I'm here with Gat. We're on top of Magarac Bridge and we're under attack by the military. You gotta hurry!
Don't worry, I'll be there soon.
Okay, well, it's just the military now. Again, in case you haven't run across Stag yet. But we must go to Pierce's aid. which, you know, is incredibly easy thanks to our amazing speed. I mean, look, the unlimited stamina, which I think I bought off screen, might be helpful, but it doesn't let us go this fast. That seems not good.
Boy, why am I getting tired?
Shane's slow must be wearing off. I thought it would last at least an hour, but you're burning through the power too fast. You'll have to stop.
No time to stop. Pierce and Johnny need me.
Okay, so we need just enough energy to get to the bridge. Even if we can't fight off Gat with these powers, we just need to be there fast. We have to kill fast and Bullet's too slow, but unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna keep this speed for long. We're so close. Just a little farther under 2,000 feet, we've got this. Come on, give me one more jump. Give me one more cool boosted running jump. I've got this.
Enemy combatants in sight. Return fire!
Alright, so Pierce is defending Johnny as well as he can. We could do that with ease, but we've got just a little time left. Give me a few more Hadoukens, please. I need them. I mean, Pierce needs them. But also I need to perform them, just to feel better about myself. Alright, well, sometimes the Hadouken does feel a little bit weak, but then you do something like that, and it's like, no, actually, that's strong. No, yeah, I did just blow up an entire vehicle by shooting flames from my hands. Alright, so remove you. And you. And, oh, look who's trying to leave the highway. Alright, well, I guess he'll be the one that got away. I'm gonna miss the ability to dash around steel ports.
Pierce, how do I get up to you?
Gat climbed up the side, but don't worry. Called the boys and they're flying in the chopper.
Good call.
Yep, just a shame we're never gonna be able to do that ever again. Oh well, it was nice while it lasted. But since we don't have superpowers anymore, all we can do is use our other superpower, which is just having unlimited rockets to shoot from a rocket launcher. Which, you know, is pretty effective if you think about it. I just miss my ability to run. You know, maybe it would've been pretty cool if I had, like, a jump as well. Maybe, like, a cool AoE attack. Like a shockwave. That'd be rad, but that's just wishful thinking on my part. I guess I can only blow stuff up with a rocket launcher. C'est la vie. C'est la vie.
Shit! Snipers on the roof!
Terrible sequel to Fiddler on the Roof. Alright, well, these guys aren't a problem either. I mean, I guess if you think about it, guns really are the second best superpower. That's America's catchphrase, I think. Alright, looks like there's a cluster of guys over there. Do you want to mount to anything, or no, it looks like we're done?
Careful up there! I'm seeing helicopters fly in!
So yeah, I definitely wouldn't call this segment difficult, but, you know, this mission really is just here to be satisfying. First one was actually difficult, the second one, you get to shoot bees at people, so, you know, that one's fun.
Nice shot!
But this one is just... you get to use superpowers, followed by... you just get to blow up a ton of stuff with rockets. The first one's unique to this game, you know. We're only going to do that there. We've blown things up with rocket launchers before, but you know what? It doesn't get old. Technically, I did this at the start of this video. But now I'm doing it from a helicopter, which is slightly different.
Let's get more like that!
So yeah, no matter how much they throw at us, it really is hard for them to actually kill Johnny. Like, have you even taken any damage, my dude? I don't think you have. You are made mostly of meat and maybe some actual bricks, so you are hard to take down. But yeah, we've pretty much got this safe and set, so... There you go, Johnny. Even if you're not the Johnny Gat, we still did it for you.
Johnny, come on, man. I'm trying to help you.
Oh, now you want to try to reason with him.
Saints, fail me.
I know, Johnny, but we can make it right.
Yeah, we're your friends, Johnny.
Gat? Friend?
Come on, buddy. Let's get you back home.
Stripper pole?
That's right, man. Stripper pole.
And so ends the tale of our intrepid heroes, bound by the bond that they had for each other. Steelport is safe once again, but who knows when the Saints and their new allies may be called on to protect her. The end? Question mark?
Alright, so there we go. That was the Trouble with Clones line of DLC. We have finished that, and yeah, we're coming hot off the heels of Act 3, I think that was. So, what's in store for us in Act 4? Well, we already kinda had a hint as to what's going to happen. We have already seen as the audience that they're going after Shondi. So, you know. I know Shondi's improved over the years, but... even still, if DJ Veteran Child could get her, I'm not completely convinced she's 100% safe if the military's involved. But, I mean, there is a little bit of good news. We do have Johnny Tag here.
Saints.
That's right, buddy, Saints. And, much like Oleg, he comes in riding a vehicle. The criminal specifically, because he can't actually get in a car. Okay, gotta be a little bit careful around that guy. You do kind of throw people around easily, Johnny. Alright, so here's my... no. Buddy? I'm trying to do a little dance for you to, you know, show that we're friends, show that we're cool. Doing alright, Johnny? There you go. Yeah. We're cool here. We're cool.
You know, I always need to get some way and get bounced like my chest did back in the day. Bounce like my chest did back in the day. Before I got this paper, before I got paid. You know, I'm in a dream thinking in some way. You can bounce like my chest did back in the day. Rolling, shake it like that, shake it like that, shake it like that. Roll around and make it clap.